Good evening.
Good
Good
evening
evening
po.
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 Good evening po.
Okay, welcome to this platform, but we will still try to go back to the other platform next week. We will just explore the difficulties, and then we are still waiting. While we are still waiting for the rest, let us try to play the prayer. Let us all remember that we are in the presence of God.
If there's one more gift I'd ask of you, Lord, it would be peace here on earth, as gentle as your children's laughter all around, all around. Your people have grown weary of living in confusion. When will we realize that neither heaven is at peace? When we live not in peace, if there's one more gift I'd ask of you, Lord, it would be peace here on earth, as gentle as your children's laughter all around, all around. Grant me serenity within, for the confusions around are mere reflections of what's within me. If there's one more gift I'd ask of you, Lord, it would be peace here on earth, as gentle as your children's laughter all around, all around. Lord, grant us peace, as gentle as your children's laughter all around. There's one more gift I'd ask of you, Lord.
Okay, so good evening again.
Good evening po.
So please take note of the questions now. So these will be the main questions that we will have to answer per group in midterms. But this time, we may no longer require a video since you were already able to submit good videos last week. And as long as I didn't mention your names in the email last time, in the email blast, correct? So it means that you don't have any issues with the subject. So this will serve as our main learning outcome or main goal for this midterm is to answer these questions. And the main topic is evaluating the message. This is in compliance with the Commission Higher Education as well for midterm. So the ability to critique. So when you see the text or the videos last time, we should develop the ability to critique and analyze how text not only informs or entertains. It doesn't just inform us. So we are watching that not just to be informed, not to be entertained. Okay. By the way, do you still have classmates who are having issues? We will also just try to upload a copy of the recording sooner or later. If not today, this week. Or I may just post a screenshot of the questions in our Facebook group. So to continue, so it also manipulates the audience. We will try to analyze how the text manipulates the audience, and that is an important part of every child's literacy experience. All of us must be able to analyze what's the purpose of the text. Is there a manipulation? Is there something that they are trying or that they are persuading us to believe or understand? So last time you also have asked or given questions to your classmates groupings, right? The other videos. I'm just not sure if it is the same assignment last time or no. I think no because we have 10 groups. Do you still remember the video that was assigned to you last time? You also asked questions in the comment section, but this time you can already give more comments. Each one of you will be given a time to give your comments by answering these questions. So let me say this early on. The common opportunities here is that when you say who created the message and what made them, what makes them credible. Credible or reliable or not. And of course, all the questions must be, all the answers must be explained. I just paraphrase the question. It's the same with do they have any experience? Are they reliable or believable? So number one, who created the message? So this may be answered in consonance with number two, who created the message and what are their inspirations. Then let me just, what are their inspiration? So normally, you will just answer this by telling the names of your classmates, but we have to describe them. They are students. What are their stand in the issue? What is their position? Okay, on the topic. I think it will also be better if we can post the 10 questions in our it's the same that I will have to evaluating the multimodal texts. We mean the videos last time. What makes them credible? I think we have 12 questions. So in case you only have 10 members, you can answer, some of you may answer 2 questions during your turn. So no 13 questions, no PowerPoint presentation will be required.
Sir, wala pong number 8.
Sir, wala pong eh.
Okay, good observation. I'll just be editing it. And the reason we have to post it now is for you to assign the members. Or should we base it on your number, your member number, as well as before, so that there's no need for you to choose, okay, for you to delegate. Do you still remember who is member number one, member number two, to make it
Yes, sir.
more systematic? Yes. But
Yes.
Yes po.
in case you only have 10 members, we recommend that the first one will answer to number one and two because they are related. Or it's up to you. Member number one, member number two. If you want to answer number 11 and number 12 as well, if you only have 10 members. Okay. So these are the questions. Who created the message? Okay. The ones who created the message are Abigail Austria, Almira Biglang Awa, Almogera Justin, and Ana Subong. So that is not evaluating with the multimodal text. We are going to evaluate the senders now. They communicate very well. Their inspiration is this. Okay. So for me, they are good because even though they are just students, they are able to explain. So when you say evaluate, do you, I'm sure most of you also experienced evaluating your teachers before.
Yes po.
I think in IIST we also have. So when you say evaluate,
Yes po.
what are the other words for evaluate? Very good. You can judge, you can
Feedback.
give a feedback,
Criticize, sir.
criticize or critique. Okay. When you say critique, it doesn't always mean to give negative feedback, right? You can also commend. Very
Yes
good.
po.
You can also recognize and appreciate the good points. And at the end, it's up to you to give any suggestion, okay, or kind feedback. So it doesn't always, okay, we are also particular with this. We don't always have to be very um to sound like to sound preaching. This is what we call this. It may be your feedback may also be inspiring, may also be kind. Um, how are you going to express the improvable points in the best way possible? That will not possibly sound rude, harsh, or offend most of the members. Probably there are still some of them who will be, but as long as you did your best to express it in a kind manner, okay, or in a fashion that it is creative and it doesn't sound to be preaching. Of course, we are all individuals. We are all students. Nobody is, of course, everyone has heard this. Nobody is perfect. So sometimes you don't have the right to impose what we want, but you can give suggestions. The best example is to use the word may, instead of should, what they should do, what they need to do. We could use the word may. That's one concrete example. Okay, are you getting the point? Please take note of that. May instead of must.
Parang parang
Yes.
good criticism po.
Yes, okay. And then may. It's up to them if they will listen to it, if they will accept it, if they will appreciate and embrace it. It's just a suggestion. That's why it is may. Okay? It sounds like a request. Okay? Good criticism. Constructive criticism actually. So instead of using may of shall, should, must, need, so we can use may. So please be particular with this. This is my feedback for everyone in advance. Although you have not recited yet, because after each recitation, we have to proceed to the next speaker. I will no longer give feedback. I don't usually give so many feedback after the presentation or after your speech. Aside from it may not manage or save time, it may be an edge to the following speakers. Do you get it? In other terms, it may also sometimes it may inspire the previous speaker, but sometimes they may also feel, oh, okay, those are my bad points, and we don't want anyone to feel bad about the score, about anything, because we are here not for the scores or the grades. If you're going to ask your brothers and sisters who have been my students, nobody's getting bad grades anyway. But the main essence is to learn how to evaluate the videos. So another, what does the message say? What is the subject, the main point, or the support? Another challenge is we want everyone to go straight to the point. We will only give each one 1 minute to express everything. And then what you're going to do is you're going to write your draft. That's why we don't have a written test anymore, because most of you are writing organizing their thoughts. They will write their outline, what I'm going to say first, second, third. It doesn't have to be lengthy. Otherwise, your time will not be sufficient. After 1 minute, we will cut. So what are you supposed to do? Are you going to speak fast? Probably, but speaking very fast may also affect the delivery. So just go straight to the point. Just be brief. Okay? And it's up to your delivery. Later on, we will discuss how you will be scored as well. Or let's not think about the score. How you may present your ideas. No PowerPoint is needed. You just have to recite in 1 minute. You will just see the timer in front of you. Then we also encourage on cam. Okay? If there are any concerns, you may message me ahead of time. And then, If there are some of you who will not be present during the recitation, of course, attendance is always required or recommended. But if not, we may allow you to submit an essay. If it is very early, you can submit a video, 1 minute video as well. It should be less than 1 minute. But if it is very late, just like for today, we will only accept essays. When you submit essays, you can PM me in Facebook. No need to include, no need to put it in Microsoft Word, if possible, in PDF. You can send them the essay directly. Just don't forget to mention the name of our beloved school. Okay? Because there are some of you who may not have the information in the profile, correct? So it's not required, of course, it's your profile, but you have to mention the name of the school and your name if you are not using your real name in the private message. Of course, putting the real name and your school in the profiles are not actually required or not actually encouraged, especially in this time of misrepresentation, fake accounts, right? So let's go to number 3. What does the message say? Okay, their message is about this. These are their main points. These are their support. Then you also have to evaluate. Go back to the main point. Evaluate their video. So what can you say? If it is good, if it is commendable, okay, it is really persuasive, please say it. That is what we are looking for, not just to answer the question. Then if you have any suggestion, or probably my suggestion for the group is if it is possible they can, okay, then you can share your, that is the evaluation that we are expecting for. Is the information fair and logical? What do we mean by fair?
Not bias.
Okay, not bias. Okay, they are not taking sides. They are considering all, different points, which is also related to number 5. But this is logical. When you say logical, there's it's reasonable, right? The points are valid. There are good points. Is the information fair and logical? Sir, yes, I think it is fair and logical. Okay, if that is the only answer, do you think it is an evaluation already? It is a good evaluation? So we have to support it with reasons. And the reasons must be based on the video. I will announce later on what is the second expectation. But the main expectation is to base it in the video. Another is points of view, what point of view are shared in the message. What the main opportunity that is the main challenge is sometimes the students, the speakers are not watching the video. The information is fair and logical if they are considering both of the sides, and it has arguments and it has the reasons. And the logical is the use of logic. It uses the reasons and it is based on studies. Did it evaluate the video? Yes or no? So the first thing that you
No.
have to do, of course, you can get your question now, but do not just paste it here. Okay? And then then we will be reading this. This is not about the video. And what we have to do is evaluate the multimodal text. What is multimodal text? It is the video of the other group. But this seldom happen in the students of IIST. Um, I really appreciate how the students here are very dedicated and serious about their work. What points of view are shared in the message? Do they consider the point of view of politicians? Do they consider the point of view of journalists? Do they consider the point of view of other countries? Do they consider the point of view of the poor? Or is it just one point of view? Okay? Then after your answer, you have to explain if it is good or improvable has room for improvement, okay? And if it may still develop, if it may still improve, it may still be enhanced. Instead of saying that it is poor, it is very bad, okay? So, but the deduction for those words are just minimal. Sometimes we really cannot avoid because we understand expressions. Next, are there questions so far? I think I'm sure you already have questions. We are sure you already have a lot of questions. In the comment section, I will.
Pwede,
Yes, go ahead.
pwede
Your
po ba sir paulit yung number 3 po kasi kakapasok ko lang po eh.
number 3.
Yes po,
So,
salamat.
first thing you will do, number 1, please watch the video. Okay? If you didn't watch the video, I, I, is it still clear what video I'm referring to? It's the communication plan of your classmates. Okay?
Sir, yung nakaano pong group sa amin,
Yes, same group.
can we request for the group 9 po ng video nila kasi hindi po naka-upload.
The group number, they have to put the group number, right? Please edit
Ami-
your works for the group number. Is
Yung
this
9, yung 9 po kasi hindi po siya naka-upload po dun
until
sa,
now group 9's video is not uploaded?
I think so, sir.
Okay. Group 9, please upload your video, and the last option, if they will not have their video probably until next week, we will allow you to choose any advertisement. Okay? Found in YouTube or that you have seen in television. Yes?
Same pa rin po ba, sir, nung i-evaluate po? Yung
Yes.
dati?
Let us try to clarify it here. Group 1 will evaluate. Please help me.
10 po.
And vice versa. Group 2 will evaluate. Group 9, correct?
Yes, sir.
If you will not watch the video, it will show in your work. We don't need 5 minutes for your speech because you will have to support your answers. I am sorry. You will have to support your answer with particular lines or scenes in the video. Number 2, can I still edit this? Oh, yeah, there. Number 2, answer the question based on the video. Give particular lines, scenes, or aspects of the video to support your answer. And then focus on evaluation. Evaluate involves appreciating, recognizing, commending, also suggesting, requesting, asking. Okay? But they will not answer, okay? So probably we will remove asking, clarifying, or clarifying will not be part, requesting, and commenting in general. commenting about valuing as well. Actually, the best word is valuing. From the word evaluation, correct? The word evaluate is from the word value. So you will now decide um, on the value of their work. Usually there are also points, but here we will focus on qualitative comments. Your opinion. Additional questions? For sure, your classmates will be thankful for your questions because some of us, have not thought of that question, have not remembered the question. Number four, this is the main challenge actually. Support it with I must say study. This is the most controversial of all. And then when you support it with the study, we will also ask you to post the link during your speech or after the speech. Post your reference in the meeting chat, APA, using the APA format. This is for extra credit. Okay, I think these are the major points. So let us wait for the questions.
Sir, paano po kami mag-evaluate? Magre-record po kami ng video and ko-compile po ulit?
We will no longer use videos. Very good. Very good question or clarification. Each one will be given 1 minute to answer. Let's start it
So,
next week,
so,
starting on October 30. Everyone should be ready.
sir,
Go ahead.
so it will be, ano po, real time po kami mag-evaluate.
Yes. So I think it's now time to review about the principles of oral communication. Know your purpose. What is your purpose? What is your purpose?
Evaluate the other group.
To evaluate the video. Okay. And sub-purpose is answer the question. Know your audience. Of course, your audience are also your classmates and professor, right? I will mute everyone first. Okay. Analyze the audience. Know your topic. The topic is the video, of course. Credible or being knowledgeable. That's why you also have to research about your topic. Sometimes there is a research, the word research is being used very often. When you type it in Google, for example, evaluate, is this research? Sometimes yes, but this is just called search. Okay? Because when we add re, what do we mean by the prefix re? For example, repeat, redo, replay, record. When you add re, it means you'll do, yes, go ahead. What's the
Again.
meaning of the prefix re? Redo?
Again.
Again.
Do it again.
Okay? So repeated, repeat. So when you say research, you have searched, evaluate, okay, and you found so many sources. Page 2, page 3. So that is research. Okay? And then you can also use Google Scholar. Here, most of the results will be studies in journals. Although there are journals now that are um, less reliable or less prestigious than others, but at least they are studies. They have tried to conduct a deep analysis of their topic. You can also try to sort the year since 2017, and then please study how to cite in APA format, 7th edition. I'm not sure if this is the one. Okay, I think this will also be a good source. I will post this in the comment section for APA format. You are going to put this in the meeting chat before, during, or after your speech so that we can see your source. So what are you going to post in the meeting section? This one. This is an example. Bigger. This one. Okay. And then you can end it with the link. You can add the link at the end. Questions? You will post it in the meeting chat. That's why we cannot use MS Teams because we don't have the meeting chat here, right? You cannot see it. Are there questions or can we proceed to the other items now? Next, what images or sound catch your attention? Are you going to define image or sound? You can go straight to the point. That is also okay, but we want you to go straight to the point and to focus on the video. So you have to search what are the types of images, what are the types of sound, what type of media, and then the type of media they used is Google Meet. So there's no evaluation there. Okay? So you have to justify if the type of media is effective or not. Who is the target of the message? So you always have to explain your answer. It's not just give. Justify your evaluation using so this is very timely nowadays that we are already in the period of elections, correct? Whenever you see an advertisement, okay, a a article, a Facebook video, an opinion, or information in TikTok or other social media, we will have to answer all these 12. Next, who is the target of the message? And why? Always answer the question why. I would like to hear a confirmation. Is that clear? Or do I still have to edit all the questions and add and why? I can also do that, but we are focusing on evaluating. So there should always be why. And how. Support it with the particular lines and study. You might say that, oh, I don't believe newspapers nowadays. I don't believe the media nowadays. So what are the reliable sources for you? You can choose your own. An example here is you can rely on studies, but you can also say that the study is biased. Okay, then choose another source. In the debate, that will be the interesting part. But for now, are you allowed to ask questions? Okay, but that's not the point. Our point is to evaluate. And this is another question that is always being asked by the students during the recitation. This recitation is the exam. Sir, can we answer? What is the answer? Diba, for example, group 1 will evaluate group 10. And sir, can we explain? Can we react to the evaluation? So our answer for now is not for now. Understood? We will reserve everything for the debate in the finals. Okay? So we will give you another minute in the finals to prepare for your rebuttals, clarification, to refute. Am I still connected with you? Is my internet still connected?
Yes.
Okay. What
Yes po.
number are we in now? How might people different from me interpret this message? Personally, the answers that I really do not totally appreciate is that I think all the people will interpret it the same. So the critical thinking is not there. The questions are designed for critical thinking. Okay? Or the answer may be so generic. Yes, the other people have different perspectives and they will not like it, they will not like the video. So we should answer and why. Okay? Should I really add it here? Please answer and why. Okay? Of course, not everyone will have the same interpretation. We have the people who are supporting a particular topic or let's say candidate. So how will they interpret the message? What are the strengths of media format? But after you talk about the media format, you can also give your suggestion because it is evaluation. It is the purpose of evaluation. And lastly, these are the most important questions. This is a time for you to answer this. What is the background of the message? Where did they get it? What is their source? What is their inspiration? If you will notice, the answers to the questions are sometimes overlapping, right? Because this is an in-depth analysis. Actually, the background of the message, are you being paid? Are you students? So, but let us try to give a deeper background. Probably it's the election nowadays, we are seeing. Okay, so I'm already giving some of the possible answers. And then lastly, the most important, what is the purpose? 1 minute, ready? So we will start next meeting. Is there a video with sound here to make it more exciting? Let's try this one.
Mag-Bear Brand Adult Plus. Proven na tumutulong para
Okay. Here. Or it's too noisy. Let's just use the one without sound, right? Color black. Extrajudicial. Okay. So this is what you will see on your screen next meeting. Understand? You will no longer see the questions. Sir, what question am I going to answer? It's up to you already. But of course, we will appreciate if you can mention your name, okay, before you start. If I don't hear it, I will raise my hand. I'm sorry, I will interrupt. Even your time is running. What's your name again? Make it very clear and the question assigned to you. That will also be appreciated. Hi, sir, classmates. My name is Clark, and the question that I'm going to answer is about, is the message important? So for me, sometimes you cannot say, for me, critics will say that it's no longer necessary because it's your turn. So of course it's for you. But for me, it's an expression. What matters most is how you will justify your answer. Just don't forget to explain, to base it on the video, and try to be kind. Anyway, we are all students. Sometimes even the teachers, we don't like it, right? If the teachers are will insist what they really want. So if you want your classmates to listen to your suggestion, we have to think of a beautiful way to say it, euphemistic way. Okay? So that will be all for today. Rubric, your answer is clear, concise, okay? Just short, brief, coherent, the flow of ideas, natural. Specific examples. We want the examples to come from the video and from studies. But what are the other reliable sources? Videos. Are videos reliable? I think what was that? I forgot the title of the K drama we're in. Um about the lawyer. Is that Lawless Lawyer? Have you watched it? Lawless Lawyer? Anyone? Wherein the judge or the lawyers will not automatically accept videos as evidence, right? But why? Videos are reliable, right? If you have the CCTV, if you have the video coverage, because videos nowadays can be distorted, can be edited. Correct?
Can be manipulated.
Oh,
Yes po, can be fake po.
Can be fake already. We are not actually I. Even you. We are all very good in creating videos. Studies can also be biased, but anyway, they are trying to consider the other points. There's nothing wrong with being biased as long as you understand the other points. That's why studies remain to be, let's say, in the top 10 of the reliable sources. Journals, for sure you have already undergone defense, right? For thesis.
yes.
It went to your
Yes,
advisor, it
sir.
went to the panel, it went to several editing, okay? And then when we publish it, when we submit it to the journal, it will be edited again. So that is why books and studies are also reliable, because it have undergone so many publishers, so many editors. But how about if we will argue that the editors are all biased as well, right? So that is really the main challenge for the 21st century. It's really challenging to determine, to evaluate which one is correct, which one is not. That's why that is the focus of our subject. Next, elaboration. You're able to elaborate. There's only 1 minute. Actually, even just for 15 seconds, you can elaborate. Okay, tone of voice. I have to emphasize this. That's why opening the videos will also help. In the tone of voice, we are very critical about this. We will know if you have memorized, if you have prepared, okay, if you have studied. We can analyze, we can psychologize, or if you have just read. Actually, you can ask your classmates to do it for you. But in the tone of voice, we know if you have just read, if it is natural or not. Okay, sample question. Do you think I am reading the things that I'm saying right now? I have a script in front of me. I have memorized this before before the class, or not?
No po.
No po.
It's very obvious.
No.
You don't need a 4-year degree or a doctorate to analyze that. We know if the student is just reading, and through reading, we know if the student understand the text. For sure, you will understand how. By the way you read it, we know if you understand it or not. There's nothing wrong with reading. But for example, the this is just a very bad example. The boy said, "Oh," and the boy said, "Where are you going?" And he is jumping, he is laughing all over the place. He is. Do you think the reader understands the message?
No.
If there is
No.
a question, there's a different tone of voice. Here we go. Here in the screen, you can see tone of voice. If there is an important word, there should be emphasis. If it is asking a question, if you are arguing, there's a different tone of voice for that. And we don't encourage reading. If you can express it in your own words, that will be very appreciated. But there are good speakers who are very good in reading and expressing their own thoughts at the same time. They are reading, but they can express it very well. Okay? And most of the time, they are better than the ones who are just spontaneous speakers. In my case, when I am reading, I am more confused because I have poor vision. I cannot see where I am. I am more lost. I feel lost and confused more than not reading at all. When I joined the student fest in IIST, there's the student fest. Are there students here from IIST, senior high school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't follow the script for oration. Mastery is 40 points or 60%, right? I didn't follow the script because I really don't love memorizing. But thanks be to God, I still won the contest. It's because of the delivery, spontaneity, being natural. Do you get it? Sometimes, even though you are not reading, you can tell if the message is just memorized. Okay, it's now time. Correct?
Yes.
Sir, I didn't read, but the way you say it, we know if you memorized it. Of course, you have to memorize, you have to master, but you have to express it in a way that is really persuasive. Fluency, expression, grammar, pronunciation. Okay. My common mistake when I was younger is I am trying to imitate accents. Have you also experienced that? We thought that
Yes po.
if the accent is if my accent doesn't sound American, I am good I am not good in English. I am very thankful that I learned that accent is not important. You have to be yourself. Okay? You don't have to sound like anyone. And that is one of the greatest things that I've learned in my life. Kasi before I was so conscious, I was always nervous because my students, from that university, their accent is like this. So I am practicing as well. When we discovered that the accent doesn't matter, it's what you say. It's what you mean. And there, you are very composed, confident, and persuasive. Of course, this is a communication subject. If you open your cameras, that let's say that is not required, but that is a definite plus. Because in your previous years, you have studied about non-verbal communication, correct? Non-verbal communication.
Yes.
So the to add more, it's not just about body gestures. It's not just about facial expression. What you wear, what's in your background, okay? How fast you speak, how your eyes move, help the message or say something about you. Okay? So your background, if it is formal or not, so you are trying to create an impression. What you wear, if you are just going to wear anything during class, so it may also say something about you. We may have the idea that you're not serious, although it's bad to judge, but it's because of nonverbal communication. Of course, if you look presentable, if you look confident, then it's a definite plus. That is very helpful for communication. Questions now? Before we ask everyone to enable their cameras, those who are ready, you may now open your cameras.
Sir?
Ako po, sir,
Sure.
may question. For the group 9 po, may we request po for the link? Kasi as far as I remember, they were having a hard time uploading the video kasi sa internet issue po yata.
You don't, okay.
Ah,
So you can upload it.
na lang
Go
yung
ahead.
even yung link na lang po sa Facebook group po.
You can put the link here. Okay.
Yes po. Thank you.
You can see this. Submit the link before September 25. You can submit here now with your group number, just like this. Group number, topic. So topic will be very good. Then we just have to check the spelling of some words as well. Group number, topic, members, and the link, of course. Okay. Other questions? The rest, thank you for enabling
Sir?
cameras. Go ahead.
Sir? Yung
Mhm.
after answering those questions po sa kada member po, after po ba nun, do we still have to clarify the answers po ng kabilang grupo po? After po magsalita, yung lahat ng members.
What do you mean? You're going to reply to their comments?
Yes po, kung may ganun po.
We will reserve everything for the debate. Very good question. Okay, because
Okay po,
sometimes when we
thank you
feel
po.
um because some comments sound like this, the video quality is not good. I think they can use a a advanced app. So of course the one who created it would like to reply, right? So reserve everything in the we can reserve it. That's why you should consider those things as well in evaluating. I don't like that kind of comment as well because there we also have to consider that we don't have subscriptions, right? That there are apps that have to be paid. So it's not about how intelligent you are in the evaluation, but how kind you are. That's my personal opinion. We have to be kind even in evaluation. Are we still waiting for the rest to open their cameras?
Sir,
Yes. Another
need
question?
necessary po ba yung support po, like yung APA po every question?
Yes, that will be a definite plus. Probably 2 points for that. Okay.
Okay po sir, thank you po.
Because that is now the battle, right? What's your source, right? Yeah. So that's why we decided to emphasize on this, on examining the source. Ready? In for any question, just message me in Facebook. I can anytime. Just don't forget to mention your school name if you haven't done so before. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Is everyone smiling? Okay. One more time. One more time. Please wait. Please wait. I will first save this one. Okay. Well, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Ready? This video is so fun. Together mode. Ready? Oh, wait. Someone is still entering. Not yet. Okay. Here we go. Smile now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Smile as if there is no difficult task ahead of you. We will start with group 1 on Saturday. Okay? So that will be all. If you have questions, you may stay. Thank you everyone and happy weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you po, bye po.
Thank you po.
Thank you
Thank you,
po.
sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.